sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bear standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter. Undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Third down throw incomplete as well.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins ready to run the controls for the Washington Redskin offense.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's McKissick. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
The Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
first and 10. It's Haskins. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much rush or catch, but it worked really well.
Complete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to be at the Rams 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That was the safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready. So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor. Play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there, pushes this to 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Goff now looking to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And the Redskins retake the field for drive number 2. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. If he gets this away, it's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Got a man. It's Brown. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. To the air again, Goff. And Woods has it complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got this down to the 35. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Goff throwing again. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, Goff. And he completed 7 straight passes before that one as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On 1st and 10, Goff. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Sam Sloman is on. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And this is Latimer, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first.
3, Rams nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. On the return is Henderson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down throw, Goff. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. After the sack on first down, Goff. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
took off on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But the teams are ready to go at half number 2. So to bring it your way, let's get right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Sims on the return. The Redskins take over first and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield? Let's find out what they have dialed up. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. They'll run with McKissick. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. From just shy of midfield, Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter. Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time, and it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first.
6, Rams 3.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's second and a yard. They'll run now with Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
First down. It's Brown. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
8 yards to go on second down. They'll try the air now with Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route and with the receivers and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
6 yards left on 2nd down. Right back to Brown. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things up at 6-6.
6-6.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go again with McKissick, and he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. He gets it complete to Latimer. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down, it's Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people, I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
An unexpected 4th down here.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Haskins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first.
Redskins 9, Rams 6.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. They're called it to 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Gone. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he finds McLaurin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Peterson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Goff and the Rams down 9-6, a minute 40 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Goff now to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be ready for that. That time they weren't. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And got a man. It's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Jared Goff sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.